How are you doing, YouTube? This is Steven, and I'm back with some serious news. Alright, um, I learned about this news from AramaJapan.com. Um, the title of the article is Ayumi Hamasaki helps support um, Kyushu during 2016 Kumamoto earthquakes. Um, and basically, it's this region of Japan that has been devastated by an earthquake. And Ayumi is lending her name and her support to help the victims of the earthquake. I'll read through the article, and the article will give a lot more details about the incidents and the earthquakes, as well. I'll give my thoughts and opinions. So here we go. This past Thursday, April 14th, a large earthquake struck Japan's Kyushu region in Kumamoto Prefecture. The earthquake has been recorded as a 7, affecting neighboring Oita Prefecture as well. While the earthquake was not as large as the March 2011 earthquake that hit Japan's Tohoku region, the aftershocks of Kumamoto's main quake have caused massive damage to the region and are ongoing. This was actually the first time I actually, heard about this earthquake. I don't, perhaps maybe I just wasn't watching the news, but yeah, I didn't even hear about this earthquake on the news or anything. Right, next, in addition to traditional structures being severely damaged, roads have also been destroyed, resulting in limited transportation in the affected areas. Many citizens have been left in shelters in need of basic necessities such as drinking water. As of now, 43 people have been confirmed to have lost their lives in the disaster. And the aftershocks of the quake have not seemed to end. The most recent reported quake was a strong 5 and occurred Monday the 18th at approximately 8:42 p.m. Japan Standard Time or Japanese Standard Time. So, me personally, I've never experienced an earthquake. The side of the country where I live on, earthquakes aren't really all that common. Um, I live on more so the eastern side of the United States. Well, pretty much, yeah, the eastern side of the United States. So earthquakes aren't really that common. However, um, like where I live, we do live on a fault line of an earthquake, but it's just not a very active one. I think it's active every 30 years or so. It was active a couple of years ago, maybe about 10 years ago, perhaps. And um, the earthquake lasted for about a couple of minutes. And I think most people just slept through the earthquake because it wasn't really that big of, like, that, what's the word? Um, Strong of an earthquake. However, on the western side, in California, say, a lot of earthquakes happen because they live on a very active fault line. So me personally, I've never been involved, or I never really have had to endure an earthquake, at least like a strong earthquake. Fortunately, I haven't. But you know, my heart still goes out to the people who were affected by it. Of course, definitely. Um, so next, in the midst of the disaster, Fukuoka Fukuoka born singer Ayumi Hamasaki is showing love and support for her fellow Kyushu people through Instagram. Ayumi has shared 4 posts asking her fans to support those affected in need. So Ayumi, she is back on her Instagram account, which I had thought had been deleted. Well, not deleted, but just inactive because she opened it up for like a limited time, and I just thought that she stopped using it because that's what she said she was going to do. Um, However, Ayumi is using Instagram and she's using it to help people and to bring attention to the cause. Hopefully, more celebrities and people in the entertainment industry and just people in general are stepping up to help those affected by the earthquake, because oftentimes people in situations like that really do need help, especially if you're from the working class and you may have survived the earthquake, but you might be homeless. So the donations and the support really do help, you know. Um, Next, on the 18th, Monday at 12 p.m., relief products will be sent from Fukuoka to Kumamoto. We will be bringing medical supplies, children. Let's see. I think this is a quote from Ayumi, actually. So she's saying that they're going to be bringing medical supplies, children's diapers, adult diapers, um, baby food, snacks for kids, coloring books, toys, water, nutritional supplements, sanitary napkins, towels, dry shampoo, body cleansing sheets, facial cleansing sheets, wet tissues, toilet paper, new undergarments, clothing, blankets, toothbrushes, paper plates, wooden chopsticks, and saran wrap, packaged foods, and more. For those in Fukuoka who are able to contribute, please bring supplies to Momochihama Clinic, Relax Body UU, Yakuini Bar Lily, and Gravity Yoga Fukua, Fukuoka, Oka. For those in Tokyo, please bring supplies to Roppongi Ichome Clinic and Sapporo Clinic. And that's basically it. So Ayumi, she just tweeted a long tweet and basically just asking people to lend their support. And when you really think about it, people do really need, like, these things really do help because oftentimes you're just like, oh, food and water, food, water, and shelter. But it's a bit more than that, to actually care for a human and help people get back on their feet. Like, it takes a lot, you know? So the help, like, all help is, like, not, I guess I want to say, like, all help is appreciated, definitely. And often, a lot of help is needed because look at all the list, like the long list of things she named, like books, toys, water, supplements, sanitary napkins, towels, dry shampoo, body cleansing sheets, facial cleansing sheets, wet tissues, like, kind of like the hygiene products, which I think sometimes people forget about and just concentrate more on food and shelter, which are important, definitely, but still, yeah. So, long story short, I think that's pretty much in the article. Um, and give a shout out. I just want to give a shout out to Ayumi for using her celebrity and her status to help those in need. You know, and oftentimes people like to take shots at Ayumi. Um, you know, every once in a while, I'm probably one of those people. Keep it real, but it's good. This kind of speaks to Ayumi's character. You know, when she is able to, lend her support to help people because not everyone does that. So I guess for me personally, I just want to give a shout out to Ayumi Hamasaki. because sometimes people kind of paint her as maybe like self-obsessed and vain and really into her, self-absorbed and into herself and her image, but it's not necessarily the truth or the total truth, you know. So basically, my you know heart goes out to the victims of this earthquake, and definitely, my thoughts are with them, and I hope that things improve, and I'm sure they will. It's probably just going to take some time. And also, again, shout out to Ayumi Hamasaki for helping, and lending her help and support to this cause. So I think that's pretty much all I have to say. So thanks a lot for watching, you guys. Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. Your feedback and support are extremely appreciated and extremely valued. Adios and goodbye for now.